Welcome to Homebrew Magic, a video series about EDH where we do our best to build unique, fun, or just plain silly deck lists to play against each other, followed by a breakdown of how they did so we can all learn and get better at this game that we love. Tej, you won the roll-off. What'd you bring? What are we doing?
I did. Your boy Tej tonight. I wanted to hate all of my friends tonight, but unfortunately one of them left. One of them mouthed out. So, thank you.
Took me a second.
Amareth the Lustrous.
Ooh,
yeah,
shiny
playing
bitch.
enchantments tonight. But I'm keeping a very risky hand, so we'll see if it pays off. So far, no.
Good.
Forest.
Bitch.
Bird's Paradise.
Okay.
Pass turn.
Probably
Okay.
fine.
That's the only land.
I've only ran this deck once.
Chris, what'd you bring?
It's my triple tribute deck.
Ooh.
Dragons for Tej, artifacts for Schnell, and permission spells for Nelson. If you don't understand why, watch our last video. I will draw for the turn. I will play a Steam Vents tapped, and I will pass to Schnell.
Excellent. I brought back, to give it a second shot, Otharri, Sun's Glory. This is my Rebel Yell Tribal, so we'll see if I can yell for any Rebels.
And we are playing Totem.
So, for those of you unfamiliar with Totem, it is a 3-player format where each of your opponents, no matter who you are, each of your opponents have a shared life total, and you are facing off against a 2-headed giant, whoever you face. So they can block for each other, shared life total. If you take damage from somebody, you cannot remove life from the totem that you share with that person, but you can gain life wherever the hell you want.
That is correct.
Yeah, so we'll be doing that because we had to lose Nelson. Untap a few draw. Plains will be my land for the turn. Pass to Tej.
Untap. Draw land. Kinda. Hall of Heliod's Generosity.
Yeah, that's a land. It even says the word.
Kinda. I will cast a Sanctum Weaver, which can tap for X mana of any one color, where X is the number of enchantments I control. So far, 1.
Risky
Pass
opening
turn.
hand. Fuck you.
Risky for us. I will draw a card.
Again, I will work on that playmat of call 3 ambulances.
Yep.
Not for me.
That's a real good one. Mishra's Factory is my land for the turn. Then I'm going to Faithlessly Loot. Draw 2.
0 faith.
Discarding 2. Discarding this one.
That's the one with the art, or that art particularly was what, an IDW magazine promo art initially, and then they just brought it into the main.
This one?
No,
No,
the
the
Faithless
Faithless
Looting.
Looting.
Oh, yes. Yep.
I'm actually a little upset that they reused that in a fancy, hard to get version. Makes
Yeah.
the art less special.
Agreed.
And with how often they are reprinting things, making the art special is the least they can do.
Pass to Schnell.
Okay. Untap.
Secret Layers 4.
Yeah.
I discarded the wrong thing.
Don't like
Give
those
me a
either.
moment.
Mountain will be my land for the turn. We now have a red source, and we will go into a Ferrostein. That will be... Yep, that's it for me. Pass to T.
Untap. Draw. Alright. I feel less bad now. Now I'm just drawing lands. I will
Again. Fuck y'all.
tap my birds, tap my planes.
You already have 5 mana available. Oh, it's a risky hand.
Sterling Grove. It was risky at the time, okay? It was risky at the time.
For the instant before it was your turn.
Correct. All other enchantments I control can't be the target of spells or abilities. I can pay 1 and sacrifice it to 2 different enchantment. It goes to my hand. Nope. It goes to my... on top of my
Top of your library. Yep.
But I still have to show everyone.
You get to show everyone.
I will cast... I'm aware of how I'm doing this, but I'm doing it this way regardless. Seal of Primordium. I can sacrifice it to destroy an artifact or enchantment. And I will tap Sanctum Weaver for 3 white and play Mesa Enchantress. Again, I'm aware of how I did that,
Yeah.
but that is how I wanted to do it. Pass turn.
Chris, how's your 2 lands treating you?
Well, you know. Staring down that Seal of Primordium, but fuck it. I'm going to make him use it. Soaring.
I don't think Tej is spiteful enough to pop mana sources.
Well, he's got to cast something first so I can respond.
Talisman Creativity.
I'm going to kill the Thorstein. No, I'm kidding. That's what I'm kidding.
That's what I was expecting. That is 100% what I was expecting.
No, not yet. You're baiting me.
He's a
Why am I
master of that.
Tap this to play this.
He's an
Tap that to play this.
amateur.
Okay, that's right. I thought I was short mana somehow. 3 mana. Dragon Sword.
Okay, now.
Pass turn.
Whenever it enters the battlefield...
Whenever a dragon enters the
whenever
battlefield
a-
under my control, I put a gold counter on it.
Yep.
And I can tap it to add 1 mana of any color, and I can remove a counter to draw a card.
Gotcha.
Or tap it and remove a counter to draw
Gotcha.
a card.
Okay. Land for the turn. Plains. We will play Illusionist Bracers. Whenever it's an equipment, whenever an ability of an equipped creature is activated, if it isn't a mana ability, copy that ability and may choose new targets for the copy. Pass to teach.
Untap. Draw. I could... 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I won't be able to do everything. So let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. A bunch.
Can't do everything. Probably can.
Tap you for blue. 1, 2, 3
4.
blues.
All 3. You're right. Sorry.
4, 5, 6. That is indeed Amareth mana.
Default Triggery.
Fuck. The fuck.
Default Triggery.
The
Choose 1, 2,
fuck.
or 3.
At random. Oh, counter target spell. I believe I choose 1, 2, or 3 at random. Give me that.
That's a 4.
That's.
There you go, Bird.
Where's the D3 that I gave you specifically?
A 3.
3. So you
Exile
will.
tap 3.
Its controller mills 3
That's
cards,
the one.
then exile. So you mill 3, then exile the top. You may cast that card without paying for it. So what'd you get instead?
Karmic Justice.
Feels appropriate.
So I cast it.
Yeah, you may cast it with. May cast it without paying its mana cost. They then put the exile cards on the bottom of the library in a random order. So if you,
Few triggers.
so you mill the 3, and then if you didn't cast the
Different name.
spell,
Got it,
yeah.
with a different name. Okay, so
I
will
always ignore
cast
that part because it's EDH, and only me plays cards with the same
Karmic
name.
Justice.
EDH.
I will draw a card. Oh god, your deck.
Again, look at your board state.
Well, yeah, look at it now.
Kick my ass with your fucking
Pass
Mason
turn. Pass
Enchantress.
turn.
I don't even care.
Pass turn. I don't even care. Pass turn.
So, whenever a spell or an ability an opponent controls destroys a non-creature permanent you control, you may destroy target permanent that opponent controls.
That is correct, sir.
Yeah. You were gonna get that eventually anyway. At least now you don't have an Amareth on the field.
Haven of the Spirit Dragon will be my land for the turn. 2, 3, 4. 5. I will cast my commander, Ganax, Astral Hunter. When it enters the battlefield, I create a treasure token, and I get a gold counter on Dragon Sword.
And then what does Dragon Sword do exactly?
It taps for 1 color of any mana, and I can tap it and remove a gold counter from it to draw a card.
You guys are all real quiet.
I'm seething.
Yeah, but I didn't cast it.
I'll tap that for colorless. 3 mana. I will cast Palantir of Orthanc.
Ah, that's why you needed the Amulet of Remembering the Rules.
It is. At the beginning of your end step, put an influence counter on Palantir of Orthanc and scry 2. Then, target opponent may have you draw a card. that player doesn't, I mill X, where X is the number of counters on it, and that player loses life equal to the total mana value of those cards.
There's no good option for that card.
Draw a card. I will go to my end step. Oh, Amulet of Remembering the Rules. I will put an influence counter on it and scry 2. The 2 have been scrowed. Your target opponent may have you draw a card. Your target opponent.
Cool. Mill.
I will mill 1, and that player loses life equal to the total mana value of those cards. You will take 3.
That's fine.
I don't like playing with our life total like this. All willy-nilly.
We're a team over here, buddy.
I do like that aspect of this. Pass turn. That is a quality. I should build a dedicated
Untap.
totem deck.
Upkeep drop.
I have one. It's Nif missing.
Yeah, saw that. Real quick vid.
Whew. Give me the land, so what do we want to do? Ruck. Hex Gold Nabber. 2/2 Trample Haste. What do you got for creatures?
0201.
Whenever an equipped creature you control other than him attacks or dies, I may attach all equipped all equipment attached to that creature to Ruck. So he loots the dead of my other creatures. Shit. It's totem. Can't just pick on you. Go ahead, Teach.
You can.
No, because then he'll just block with a 3 or 4 power.
3/4.
3/4.
Yes, you will.
Yeah.
Maybe. You don't know. You don't know me.
Totem keeps me from picking on people.
Know me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
God, this format changes things
Yep.
slightly and annoyingly. It makes the choice of the Palantir
1, 2,
slightly different,
3,
but probably the
4.
same outcome. Because I can't take life from your totem, or our totem,
5,
comrade.
6, 7, 8. Amareth.
Yeah, I got nothing this time.
Land for turn is Breeding Pool. Pass turn.
Amareth trigger?
Whenever another permanent. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Look at the top card of my library. If it shares card type, I may reveal that card and put it in my hand. I'm not going to reveal anything.
We know he's not drawing a land next turn.
You don't know that.
We
I
can
just don't want to reveal it.
ascertain that he's not drawing a land next turn.
You can ascertain whatever you want. It's free country.
Right. Draw for the turn.
Doesn't change how mustard tastes.
What?
It's a reference to a
Interesting.
Community episode
Oh.
with Kirk Fox, I think is the comedian's name. He plays a carny that Jeff is so interested in, and he's like, "What is it about you? Like, why are you so compelling?" And he's just like, because the character name is Blade. He's like, "Your name is Blade?" He goes, "I guess." Like, your parents named you that? Why didn't you change it? He's like, "Won't change how mustard tastes." You find out later that he's brain damaged and literally he is not capable of caring what other people think about him,
Okay.
which makes him the best person in the show.
I'm going to cast my background from the command zone. Feywild Visitor.
Okay.
Commander creatures you own have, whenever one or more non-token creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, you create a 1/1 blue fairy dragon creature token with flying. You got a flyer out.
We have a flyer out.
Then I'm going to cast this Palantir. Tap that.
Again,
to
Totem makes it harder to just
3.
pick on one person, which is kind of nice.
Hit him in his bitch puss.
5,
Wow.
6.
You have to have watched the last game to understand. What the fuck?
It's not vulgar, I promise.
Looney Tunes.
It was
right?
on Looney Tunes.
Then I will cast Kappa Cannoneer.
We don't have any confirmation of that other than just
Nope.
Nelson saying it, though.
It is a
Word of mouth.
4
Word of us.
I love it. It is a 4/4 Turtle Warrior with Improvise and Ward 4.
Just power through us.
Whenever an artifact enters the battlefield under your control, put a 1/1 counter on Kappa Cannoneer, and it can't be blocked this turn. Then I will go to my end step. You are an opponent. I will scry 2. I have never played this card. Let's leave that guy on top. Then you, let's see, the target opponent may have you draw a card. If I do not, I will mill 2, and then you lose life equal to the combined mana value.
Draw it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I want to see what it is.
Pass turn.
I don't like it because Tej also doesn't defend battlegrounds or battles.
I've never gotten a battle.
Yeah.
I defend the shit out of battles.
Yeah. Amara, the Skyrune. Amaria, the Skyrune. We will.
That's a good land.
I hope I get enough planes. This deck has a lot of basics. I have like almost nothing invested in this. We will throw down this one. Ramosian Commander, because it's a commander game. 2/4 Rebel. For 6, tap it, search my library for a Rebel card with a mana value of 5 or less, put it into play, then shuffle my library. I still can't swing through any of the bigger than me dragons. Pass to Tej.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw this guy.
Mess with the focus on your camera. Just a tad. About as good as we can get it. Okay. Should just bite the bullet and buy 2 more cameras.
I'm going to pay
The troll toll.
For some odd reason, I set my hand down face down and then was holding the land I had just played like it was the only card in my hand.
Carpet Flowers.
Just like, what?
That's a good one. I have 2 islands.
Cast.
I
Trigger.
don't play islands.
Draw a card. Amareth trigger. The top card of my library. It's an enchantment. Holistic Wisdom. Holistic Wisdom will go to my hand.
Enchantment deck doing enchantment deck things. I don't like it.
Yep. Get him, buddy.
I will then.
You're on my team. You have to help me against him.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, we gotta do something about that Amareth before I can start doing things.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's actually plenty. I'm going to tap Sanctum Weaver. Say white.
White.
And I will cast Privileged Position.
Oh, you.
Other
Jesus.
permanents I control have hexproof.
Shit.
Mesa Enchantress trigger. Amareth trigger.
Good gravy. I don't think I can do anything
I
else.
will reveal nothing. I will play a Dryad Arbor as my land for turn. Amareth trigger. Oh, it's a land. So let's flip Heath. I will go to my hand.
Well, I'm going to start getting more rebels on my next turn, and hopefully I can just start going absurdly wide.
Then.
But again, I'm attacking your team, so I don't know why I'm telling you my plans.
You have 1 flyer. You have no flyer.
I have Chris's flyer.
Yep. Which is a 3/4. Also, Amareth just came into play, so I don't know why I'm just babbling like an idiot.
Again, I'm telling my opponents my strategy against them.
I will.
See if it makes an interesting episode. Otharri's gonna show up, swing, probably die, but I'll get a tap. Or I don't know if they come into play tap. Nope, I get an experience counter, and then I get a rebel. And then from then on, it's bring back Otharri at the end of Chris's turn, swing, get more experience, get more rebels, keep bringing it back for cheap.
I'm going to move to combat.
Shit.
I'm going to leave combat.
Shit.
Second main phase.
Yeah.
Carpet Flowers trigger. 2 mana. Hall of Heliod's Generosity will give me the 3 mana I need for Mirror Maid. Mason Enchantress trigger, I will draw a card. Mirror Maid will enter the battlefield as a copy of Sterling Grove. Amareth trigger. I would choose not to reveal anything. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will pass through.
So we can't target your things for 3 reasons.
That is correct.
At the end of your turn, I'm going to remove a gold counter from Dragon's Sword to draw a card.
I hope I draw a farewell and just exile all enchantments. Will be the
Draw for the turn.
Hope you do too.
I hope I put a farewell in this deck. I might have. I might have. I don't think I did.
Exotic Orchard is my land for the turn.
And then.
Then I'm going to pay 3 mana.
And then.
Going to cast Etched Champion. I do have Metalcraft.
For as long as Teach decides you do.
Yep. When an artifact enters
Yeah, I know, you
the
can't
battlefield under my
stop it.
control, it gets a 1/1 counter, and it cannot be blocked this turn. Oh, move to combat. 5 unblockable, swinging at Teach. And Schnell's
I was going to say
totem.
the
But have to declare 1.
I'm playing 2. It may not seem like it, but I'm here.
And
That's why I'm talking.
I would have to pay ward for activating an ability.
Yes.
Yeah. I cannot afford ward. So, no blocks.
Okay.
No effects for me.
I'm tapped and I'm useless.
5?
Ganax trigger.
Yeah, cap is 5.
Yes, 5. I will get a fairy dragon creature token. When the dragon enters, I will get a treasure. When a treasure enters, I will get a 1/1 counter on Kappa Cannoneer.
Everyone's just way more efficient than Rebels.
And I get gold counter on Dragon Sword.
The problem is, most of them were printed in Mercadian Masks, where cards were still balanced as far as their costs to abilities.
Yeah.
Accurate. Joyra Ageless Innovator. It's a 2/3. I tap it to put 2 ingenuity counters on her. Then I may put an artifact card with mana value X or less from my hand onto the battlefield, where X is the number of ingenuity counters on Joyra.
I need to update my Jaeger deck with the new Joyra in the 99. I probably don't.
I will go to
That
my
deck's
end
pretty
step.
broken.
I will scry 2. Schnell, will I be drawing a card or milling and dealing damage?
Finish your scrying.
Finish my scrying. 1 on top, 1 on bottom.
Mill 'em.
Okay. 7, 8, 9, 9.
Okay. That's my
Pass
turn
turn.
then, because that's, end of untap.
Yeah.
Close that door.
Yeah, Thor hit that.
I don't want to go anywhere near that door.
Fair.
I'm going to get cat raped.
Well, that's what he's doing to the other cat, so that's what we want.
Yeah.
Just close the door. There we go. Yeah, that sucked. So we will play Otharri, Sun's Glory. 3/3 flying, lifelink, haste. Whenever it attacks, I gain an experience counter. Then create a 2/2 rebel creature token that's tapped and attacking for each experience counter I have. I will go to combat. I will attack your totem with a 3/3 flying, lifelink, haste. I generate experience. I generate a tapping token. Coming at Chris, technically, because I have to choose. So, 2 on the ground, 3 in the air.
I will block the 2 on the ground with my Etched Champion.
Okay.
Interesting. I will not block the 3 in the air.
I don't like that at all. It's taking life from me,
Well,
giving it to you, buttholes.
Okay.
I don't like that at all.
1, 2, 3. My rebel dies.
I see this as an absolute win.
Okay. It's commander damage, so mark that off.
Oh yeah.
But that was weird and unexpected. Pass to Teach.
End of your turn. I am going to activate my Mirror Maid Sterling Grove. Search my library for an enchantment and put it on top of my library. I think it's you. Oh, that's right. There's a card in here that I'm going to take out, but I haven't ordered new cards to replace it with, which is why it's still there.
Okay. I need to go through this deck after this game and probably make some tweaks that unfortunately involve removing cards from Arcadian Masks.
Oh.
But not yet. I still like them. I do love the fact that they can fetch each other out, but at the same time, I feel like I should lean into just ramping into Otharri and get him out as quickly as possible and boost my experience.
Could see that.
And just focus more on those rebel tokens.
But
We're gonna play it out. We're gonna see how this goes.
Is there a red-white commander or commander legend guy that, not from Commander Legends, but a legend from a previous commander product that did
Experience?
experience?
I
They
think
were
I-
all enemy color ones, right? There was a black-white one, a blue-green one,
Me color red and white.
Calemny or
And
something.
Colony, maybe? No. Let's see. Experience. There's Kelsian the Plague, who is a human assassin in Mardu. He gets +1/+1 for each experience counter you have. Vigilant or 2/2 vigilance, haste, human assassin. You tap him, and he deals 1 damage to target creature you don't control. When that creature dies this turn, you get an experience counter. Calemny,
That's the one I was thinking of.
Disciple of Ivaros. 3/3 giant soldier, double strike vigilance. Whenever you cast a spell with a mana value of 5 or greater, you get an experience counter, which I'm not going to be getting in this deck, other than my commander. And then Otharri, Sun's Glory. If we do red or white and just shoot for anything,
I think that's going to be it. You're not going to have them in monocolors, I don't think.
near-death experience is mono white. It doesn't give you experience counters.
Alright, I tutored up a Sandworm Convergence, which is on top of my library.
Login.
Untap upkeep, I will draw Sandworm Convergence.
What could go horrible?
Land for turn will be Mystic Gates. Amareth trigger. Oh, I like you. During my main phase, I'm gonna add the 2 blue right away. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus the 2 blue is 8 mana. I'll tap Sanctum Weaver for 6, 7, 8, or Sandworm Convergence.
So creatures with flying can't attack you or planeswalkers you control.
That is correct. And at the beginning of my end step, I get a 5/5
Roll
worm
with
token. I cast an enchantment. I will draw this. Amareth trigger. You can stay there. I will.
Oh, I'm an idiot.
No.
No, for real.
1, 2, 3. Will be Estrid's Invocation. I may have it enter the battlefield as a copy of any enchantment I control. Except it gains at the beginning of my upkeep, I may exile this enchantment. If I do, return to the battlefield under its owner's control. I'll have Estrid's Invocation enter as a copy of Sandworm Convergence. Cast trigger. Draw. Amareth trigger.
Just making sure it doesn't target.
It does not. Also, my things
Shrouded.
don't have Shroud. They have
Oh.
I guess
No, they do have
and
Shroud
Hexproof.
from Sterling Grove.
Yeah.
It still doesn't target.
That was my concern, and you said it doesn't matter, but it does because
You're right. Opalescence. Will go to my hand.
Opal sauce.
Opal sauce. Then I will cast Sensei's Dividing Tap.
Enchantment board white. Chris, go.
In blue, red.
Pass turn.
Believe in yourself.
End of turn. 2 worms.
And your turn, I'm drawing a card.
I think we can all agree this is Nelson's fault.
It is.
I think this is Watsy's fault for putting green and white
Also-
in the same enchantment deck.
2 Amareth triggers. I'll let the first one not do anything.
Drop for the turn.
Alright.
Seat of the Synod will be my land for the turn. Counter on Kappa Cannoneer.
Unblockable for the rest of the turn.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just going to tap Joyra to put 2 counters on her. Then I will go to combat. Tej, attacking you with these 2 creatures.
Both of them, you say?
Yes. Protection from all colors.
Everything? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And
Protection from all colors, you say?
yes, sir.
Chanel, help me.
I can't block unblockable things. I
true.
can't block untargetably blocked things. Yeah, I can't block unblockable.
Fair enough.
Protection, debt. The B is block. Can't block.
I will.
We will take the damage, comrade.
Wait.
Our life total.
Protection from all colors. I can't block. And that thing just has ward and 7.
Yes.
I can double block that with 2 worms.
It's
So I will.
unblockable.
Unblockable.
What? Since when?
Since it's
Yeah, I
Kappa
see.
Cannoneer and
I
I
remember.
said multiple
How much?
times that I can't
7?
block any
So
unblockable
total of
things.
9.
I remember.
Got there eventually.
Couple triggers. Fairy Dargon. Counter here. Treasure here. I'll go to my end step. +1 counter here. I will scry 2. That might be good. Let's leave that on top. Tej,
Yeah.
your option. Mill the 4 and take it, or do I draw the top card?
Nope, draw it.
Coward.
Yes, sir.
Okay, done then? So that's on step trigger?
Yes.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep my draw. Land for the turn will be Clifftop Retreat. I will go to combat. I will send everything at Chris as head of the totem. I get a second experience counter. I generate a 2 rebels tapped and attacking. Before blocks are declared, however, we will move to cheating step, and we will cast a Chroma's Will. I control my commander, so I choose both. Creatures I control gain flying, vigilance, and double strike until the end of the turn. Creatures I control gain lifelink, indestructible, and protection from all colors until the end of the turn.
Hold the fuck on. Do you have a response?
I don't.
I didn't want to have to do this.
I don't want you to do it.
Pay 2 colorless. I'm going to sacrifice Haven of the Spirit Dragon to return target dragon creature card or Ugin Planeswalker from my graveyard to my hand. I will return Sapphire Dragon to my hand.
Is that counterspell?
It is Psionic Pulse, yes. Then I will pay 3 mana. Cast Psionic Pulse. Counter target non-creature spell.
Okay.
He goes on an adventure.
I don't know why you wouldn't want to do that.
I don't have an adventure card. He's up here on an adventure.
Okay. So, you're just coming in with what?
Now it is only 3/3 flying lifelink and then 2, 4, 6, 8 on the ground.
That's still a lot.
Yeah, but I'm not gaining back the, well, let's see, 2, 4, 6,
Cards
8,
in hand?
9, 10, 11, 2 cards in hand. I would be gaining us 22 back.
Do you want to block something over there, Sandworm Boy? Or block his commandy?
Yeah, that was my big go for it gambit, and that's it.
I do love Chroma's Will, and that card is going up in price.
Good, because I have a couple.
Is there like an order in which we declare blockers
No.
for totem?
We just decide and then say.
Like two-headed giant, yeah, just work
Okay.
together.
So, like, you could have said, I'm going to block that thing, and I could have said, I'm not going to block anything else, and you
Okay.
still could have chose to block more.
All right.
So,
The Otharri is a 3/3.
3/3 flyer.
I can block Otharri with Amareth. I'm okay with that. And
I'm probably not going to. I can block one of the rebels with Ganax as well.
Yes, all of the rebels are 2 power.
This
This one is a 4 toughness.
2/4. I'll block this one.
Okay. Trampler.
Yes, with Ganax.
Okay.
I'll block the 2/4 with a Worm Token. And that is it.
Okay.
4 gets through.
4 on the ground, yes.
Okay.
And Otharri was blocked with something?
Amareth.
Amareth, okay. Amareth is bigger?
6/6.
Gotcha. Otharri will go to my graveyard.
So Chris and I take 4.
I'm
3.
gonna gain it over here because fuck you.
Interesting.
I knew I liked you.
Because fuck you for letting that happen. Go ahead, Teach.
Untap.
Is this the turn Teach does big dumb stuff? I mean, Amareth and
Upkeep.
Divining Top.
Nothing.
Can't
during
target any of your
upkeep.
anythings.
Draft. Land for turn will be a forest. Amareth's trigger. Plains in my hand.
It's worth 2 in the bush.
It is with 2 in the bush.
2 in the mouth.
Had to go down the land to do that. I think it's worth it.
I mean, it wasn't gonna be game ending, it was gonna be stabilizing.
I mean, I think it would have put me in a bad position with him coming up.
Tap you for white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Now keep
7,
in mind,
8.
it would have put your shared totem
White.
down. This is our totem against him at 43.
You could have put the life anywhere.
I would have put it here,
Yeah.
balancing it out. This one wouldn't have gone down quite as much, and then this is the one that you have to worry about for him.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I was totally thinking about it wrong.
Would you like to go back and not make that decision then?
No, because it was still kind of a badass play.
It was a bad play. Fuck.
1, 2,
Bad comma ass play.
3
Yes.
whites. I'm going to cast Supreme Verdict. Destroy all creatures.
Of course you are.
But I need the rebels that I have out there to bring back Otharri.
Destroy all creatures.
Have a response.
Is it a counter spell?
We're gonna find out.
Can't be countered.
It's true. It can't.
Can't be
Yeah, but
dragon adventured.
It could be something to like
No
phase
such
out a
thing
bunch
as
of stuff,
blue.
my stuff,
Yeah.
or send it back to his hand. Yep.
In red and blue?
And then you cast it?
Yep. March of Swirling Mists can phase out X creatures.
Ah, that weird Kamigawa thingy.
Still instanting. Going to cast Big Score as an additional cost. Discard something. Discard this orb. To draw 2, create 2 treasures.
Digging.
He is in fact digging.
Dig, dag, dug.
Should be 3 treasures. Yeah, you got it. Creatures be gone.
I already cleared my wonderful board.
We'll go ahead and put Amareth back in the command zone. She will cost 10. 6, 8, 10, yes. So 5 white floating.
That's opal sauce mana.
It is opal sauce mana. Weird. I have 1 white floating. Opalescence.
I am now kind of upset because I'm not affecting this game much. I'm now looking at things that could improve this deck. So I just did a search for red and white commander legal cards that say the word commander, because I'm really going to focus on my commander being the thing. I got 84 results, which really fucking pisses me off. That there's that many with those limiters.
They might not all be a reference to like your commander.
No, but I know. But
That's
I
so
don't
odd.
like the word commander printed on Magic cards. Like, so everything with partner will pop up.
Yeah.
So I get what you're saying.
I'm going to cast Eladamar's Call to search my library for a creature card and put it into my hand.
I don't know. I feel like you can just probably kill him.
I can't kill because I have to.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Boy.
Yes, it is going to be Clever Impersonator.
What will you impersonate, Papa?
Oh, nothing yet. It's in my hand.
You ain't got to impersonate shit.
Cuts.
Okay, Bastion Protector. Commander, creatures you control get +2/+2 and have indestructible.
That's the green guy?
It's white.
Oh, there's a green guy that gives them +2/+2. Oh, it's and hexproof, I think.
I can't run that in Otharri
Yeah, yep.
because of the color rules.
I will move to combat. And I will attack your totem for 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29.
This copies the mana value of it as
Absolutely.
well? Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, down to 14. Well, that blew. Come on, board wipe.
Second main, I will Clever Impersonator. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shit. Clever Impersonator will be a Sandworm Convergence. I will end my turn
Shocked.
with 3 worms.
Get that looked at.
Okay.
Now we're winning.
We're getting there.
Chris, we're winning.
All done?
Yes.
Garbage cards for garbage players. Darksteel Citadel is my land for the turn.
Let's see, what's Jessica's Will getting up to? Because that's also
Probably
just a good red staple.
20, 25, I think.
Ooh. Who earns? One more times on a creature, planeswalker you control, or on your
Niv-Mizzet the Firemind.
So Lizelle, this Gith warrior, she would
I like
increase
that.
my experience counters.
Yes, you would get double. Going to tap this to draw a card. I will deal 1 to that totem.
Hey.
Rude. We are at 16 each.
Put this up to 5. Scry 2. Yeah, put them both on the bottom. Chanel, you'll do the cool fun thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay, draw.
Damn it, that's not the cool fun thing. Son of a bitch. You're taunting me.
Yes. That's how I get you.
No,
by
no.
establishing a baseline of behavior.
Now I'm dead.
A Chroma's Will. I should run that. I should run that and not have it be countered.
I'm on my main end
You're
step.
on your cleanup, yeah.
Pass turn.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Mirren Bardiche. For Mirrodin! When this equipment enters the battlefield, create a 2/2 red rebel creature token, then attach this to it. Equipped creature gets +2/+1 and has vigilance. So I'm up to a 4/3 vigilant creature. So I guess you guys should just scoop now.
That's what I would.
Pass to teach.
And in return, I will
Shit.
top. Still tap in.
You can instant speed board wipe for whatever one land you have on tap, right?
I mean, I have 3 treasures, and if it was an instant, I could cast it, yes.
Yeah, we'll keep that. Okay, untap. I'll keep draw.
Okay. What are you Googling over there?
And return will be a plane.
Trying to figure out if I want to build an enchantment deck.
I don't know if I, other than Gen, and I don't run Gen often.
I have 3 enchantment decks.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I have 2 squirrel decks.
I have the Saga one, and then I have my enchantment theory crafting one, where I have the Esper one,
Okay.
and then the Gruul one,
I'll move to combat.
Don't know if I have just
where I
a...
went out of my way to put the green and the white in separate decks.
Now swing out.
Teach knows what Teach likes.
Swing out with my wang out.
Can we block stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna block Karmic Justice.
34. 39. 44. 47. 49. 51. 53. Blocking Karmic Justice.
Yep. With my 4/3.
50.
Because the big ones have trample, right?
Nope.
The
Nothing
worms
has trample.
Oh, not even the worms?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah, I'm gonna block Karmic Justice.
Yeah.
Do you have anything, or is it just...
No.
Okay.
I could do dumb stuff. Tap this to make a blue. Activate my Mistress Factory. Congify my Mistress Factory. Block with a 3/3.
Okay.
Play.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Yes. Amareth did Amareth things tonight. I am well aware that Amareth is a very scary deck, but it's fun. I enjoy it. Amareth had a listen. At the start of the game, I said it was a risky opening hand. I had one Forest, I had one Birds of Paradise, and I had one Sanctum Weaver, and that was it for mana sources. Everything else I just left up to the gods, and boy did the gods answer me tonight. Continue drawing lands, continue drawing enchantments, and then I was just able to get a board state very, very quickly that was super hard to come back from. With a Sterling Grove in my hand and a privileged position that I drew later on, making essentially everything I have untargetable by my opponents. With the Mirror Maid, I was able to copy the Sterling Grove and then tutor up for an enchantment, and I specifically chose Sandworm Convergence because the other things like Shark Typhoon or Sigil of the Empty Throne would have required me to cast enchantments, and at that point in the game, I didn't have really anything in my hand left to cast, so I wanted the worms up, just generating worms at the end of each of my turns for more defenses. And then I was able to find that Opalescence, and I knew from there, with 2 Sandworm Convergences, and eventually a third with Clever Impersonator, that was just going to be real hard to come back from for my opponents. So I played Supreme Verdict into a board where I didn't care about my creatures anymore because I followed that up with Opalescence, turning all my enchantments into creatures, and then just attacked and passed the turn after that. So Amareth is a very fun deck, at least in my opinion. I know it's one of the scarier ones my friends say that I have. And like I said earlier, I don't know if it was caught on camera, but I brought it specifically hoping to play a 4-player game. And we only got it down to a 3-player game. It wasn't as evil, I'm going to say, as Psychosis Crawler in the Niv-Mizzet Totem game was, where it just doubled up the effect, essentially. But one less player in the game, and this is kind of just a general statement, but one less player in the game means one less player to put up defenses against what, in this case, I was doing. So, Schnell brought out a Rebels deck. I honestly don't remember if I've seen this deck yet or not. So, have I?
Made no impact.
Okay, that's probably why I don't remember. It's one of those that I want to see him play again, though. I want to see what he can do. He's going to make some tweaks, he said. So I'm excited to see what those tweaks are. And I will bring along a very special deck to play against Schnell's Rebels deck. One that's not oppressive. I saw the look, Chris. It's not anti-rebel tech.
My brain went Empire right away. I'm trying to figure out what you do for an Empire themed deck.
No, usually if I'm playing against new people or someone has a brand new deck that they would just want to see go off, I'll play something like Silumgar, where I'm just copying everything instead of having my own game plan. So I think that's what I'll do next time I see Schnell's Rebel deck. Because, again, I don't remember this one. I want to see it do stuff, and I don't want to be the one preventing him from doing stuff. I want to copy everybody else's prevention things, so we're all preventing it together. That's what it means to be in a total.
Tonight was the sophomore effort for my triple tribute deck. It has a dragon theme because that's what I associate with Tej. Artifacts for Schnell and permission spells for Nelson. And it did really, really well to start, but it ran into an Amareth deck, which is a really well-tuned machine. As soon as you have either the Sterling Grove or the privileged position, it becomes a slog really fast. And as soon as you have both, your only hopes are mass board wipes, Tranquility, Farewell, things along those. And you just kind of get beat down. I like the Amareth aspect of it. It's not just here are 17 Enchantress effects and I draw my whole deck. The Amareth is a kind of a unique wrinkle that I enjoy. But even that, once you have some top of deck manipulation in there, even that can get almost oppressive really, really fast. So there wasn't a ton of interaction tonight. Justin, that poor man, his rebel deck tonight didn't really do much. I'm curious to see what he does to tweak that thing going forward. That's about all I got tonight.
Otharri did not get the rebel support that I need. And I kind of pointed this out during the game. I leaned into the old rebel archetype from Mercadian Masks. If you are not familiar with that, the whole idea is each rebel has an activated ability cost where it pays to activate and search out other rebels. Usually, like, for example, if you pay 6, you'll get something 5 or less to put out there. So you're paying more, but then everything is a tutor for a different level of rebel in the deck. So everything helps find each other, working its way up the chain. Unfortunately, they are too slow and too costly to be effective in the modern commander environment. I don't like to admit that, but my mentality going into it is if I can see if a goofy theme works, I will fine tune it, I will keep it going. I might have to cut this deck apart. I never just give up on a deck. And Otharri, I will tweak it, I will bring it back, but Otharri is one of those where I knew I wanted to build Otharri. I had just Otharri sitting by itself without even a pile of cards to go with it for the longest time because I did not know what I wanted to do with it. And I think it's going to be Otharri, Otharri, Otharri. I'm going to add every mana rock and every additional like ramp spell, seething song, whatever that I can get to get Otharri out as quickly as possible and just start swinging as often as possible. I might lean into adding additional combat steps. I think I ordered a card probably with Otharri in mind to get additional combat steps and then forgot what it was for and it just got added to the collection. So I want to add ramp, I want to add additional combat step tricks, I want to just lean into the Phoenix itself. This game, I think I've learned a lot about this card in particular and how it's supposed to be run. And Chris and I were talking about between and after the last game of when you see a deck or see a commander and you know how it's supposed to be built and then you find a way around it. I usually try to find that way around as well and try to figure out, okay, this is how they intended it and this is how I want it to be, and kind of like spit in the face of the design team of go, no, I want to build it just a little bit different to see if I can work outside of what you were thinking of. This one, I'm going to just lean into it, I think, and that's going to be a fun experience. As far as this game is concerned and my performance, Tybalt's Trickery, this was just a straight FU to teach, because Amareth is such a fine-tuned deck to begin with. Green and white and enchantments and whatever other color Amareth has, I don't even care. It doesn't matter, because you're going to get exactly what you want and you're going to get a lot of it. And whether I Tybalt's Trickery'd Amareth away or something else, it didn't matter. Amareth just gets him extra stuff, but he's still just going to get the stuff that he wants. And then the Sandworm Convergence at the end. It's such a good way of ending a game when you're building up and like pillow forting almost by shutting down interaction. Speaking of interaction, a Chroma's Will. I wasn't even going to win the game, and Chris burned his fucking resources to stop me with his sweet-ass counterspell shenanigans. But this is one of those things where it's, yeah, if I'm pumping out the tokens with Otharri, I might as well get some benefit. The entire thought was gain a little bit of life, try to stabilize, try to buy a few more rounds. When that failed and Amareth died, I went, okay, well, I'll still end up with 2 rebels. Next turn, I can bring Otharri back from the graveyard for 4 and tap the rebels that I had by leaving it in the graveyard, and then those rebels were destroyed, and everything just fell apart, and I had no recovery. So that is why, again, that mana ramp package is going to go in the deck. I'm going to pull out some of the Mercadian Masked rebels, and I'm going to lean into just Otharri, swinging all day, every day, and just bringing some rebel friends. But keep an eye out for that. go back and watch some of our other games, see if I can do, or see what the, don't watch my Otharri first time. Watch the other decks that played against Otharri, but the first time around, Otharri did absolutely nothing. This time, Otharri at least told me what Otharri should be doing, so it was very much appreciative. But please like and subscribe to check out our other games and be notified whenever I upload weird new stuff.